Bitcoin, every single halving, these dots represent the halvings, Bitcoin's halvings, where its issuance rate gets cut in half, right? Every single halving, Bitcoin adds a new digit. You are not ready. I need this to really sink in. You think you're ready, but you're not ready. Here's why. Here's what you're missing, okay? I just retweeted this, something that I think I tweeted initially on a variety of different occasions, but the last time I think I tweeted this was in May, and I retweeted it today. A lot of people don't realize that Bitcoin is a mathematical protocol. It is based on maths. Maths doesn't care who's the president. Maths doesn't care what kind of convention is going on at the current moment. 1 + 1 = 2, no matter who's in office. 1 + 1 = 2, no matter what the Fed is going to do or say or is doing. 1 + 1 = 2, no matter who hates on Bitcoin, no matter who loves Bitcoin, no matter who sells Bitcoin, no matter who buys Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a mathematical protocol. Maths is universal, and it doesn't change for anyone. And because of this characteristic, because it is entirely maths, all right, we have a money that's for the first time entirely maths. Math cannot be manipulated by human beings. Math cannot be manipulated by organizations. Math cannot be manipulated by governments and nation states. Math cannot be manipulated. And for the first time, we have a money that is in the form of maths that cannot be manipulated, cannot be controlled, cannot be confiscated, cannot be stolen, cannot be debased, cannot be inflated. For the first time, we have a money that we can bank our entire lives on, because it won't break its promise, because 1 + 1 will always equal 2, and it will always equal 2 for my children and their children's and their children and their children. So for the first time, we have something 1000% reliable that we can count on. Now, I want you to look at this reliability. Every 4 years, every Bitcoin cycle, Bitcoin has cycles in 4-year tranches, right? Every 4 years, Bitcoin has added a zero, all right? In the 2012 cycle, it went from 10 to 100. So it added a zero from 10 to 100. 2016, the zero for that epoch, the zero for that four-year period was 1,000. Okay, in 2020, the 2020 epoch, the zero is 10,000. Now, in 2024, the zero added is 100,000. Now, of course, if we can keep going, the 2028 epoch, the zero that belongs to that epoch is 1 million. And after that, in 2032, if this continues, and that's like saying if maths continues to be maths, all right, it's 10 million. Now, some people might say, well, Oliver, I remember Bitcoin being past 1,000 before 2016 or what have you. I remember when Bitcoin went way past 10,000 before 2020. I'll get to that. What I believe a lot of people fail to understand is that the new zero belongs to that epoch, but Bitcoin is an overachiever. So when it's time for Bitcoin to do the 10,000 epoch, it passes the 10,000 and goes to 70,000. It's an overachiever. When it's time for its 1,000 epoch, it goes past 10,000. When it's time for its 100 epoch, it goes way past the 100 epoch. But you can't count the excess. There is a zero assigned for each epoch. Whether Bitcoin greatly supersedes that or even achieves 2 is not the point. The point is that I want you to be able to know how to assign the zero to the appropriate 4-year period. And so we are in the $100,000 epoch now. And if history is any guide, Bitcoin greatly surpasses it. Another easy way to look at this, guys, is that Bitcoin, every single halving, these dots represent the halvings, Bitcoin's halvings, where its issuance rate gets cut in half, right? Every single halving, Bitcoin adds a new digit. So look at this. We started from zero, right, in 2009, right? So we started from zero. There's no digits. So we go from 0 digits to, well, 0 is a digit too. So we go from 1 digit to two digits, $12. Exponential jump. We go from, so the next halving, if we achieve 2 digits, the next halving will achieve 3 digits. We go from 12 to 653, 653. It added a digit. We went from a 2-digit number to a 3-digit number. The next halving, we're supposed to achieve a 4-digit number, right? So we go from 653, 3 digits, to 8,568. That's a 4-digit number. All right. Now, the next halving, all right, we're supposed to achieve a 5-digit number. And on April 19th of this year, the halving occurred at 62,500. That's a 5-digit number. 4 years from now, in 2028, we're supposed to have a 6-digit number. Now, the question is, where in that 6-digit number should we kind of be at? Now, if we look at history, history tells us somewhere near the middle. So 62,000 is sort of like in the middle of your 5 digits. Do you understand? 653 is sort of in the middle of your 3-digit range, 100 to 999. Okay. 8,000, it's not quite 10,000, but you know, it's crazy how mathematically consistent Bitcoin is. Is it pinpoint? No, nothing's pinpoint like that. But it's certain enough for you to understand that this is the closest thing we have to mathematical certainty. All right. So that's another easy way of looking at it. 4 years from now, we're pretty guaranteed, if history's any guide, and it is, it's the only guide we have, we're pretty guaranteed to have 6 digits.